points meanwhile as a result of the game we saw yesterday. Massive, massive strike by every standard, every stretch of the imagination, in case you saw that game. Right, let's take you to the one that really got a lot of people talking. Talk about the game between Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern Munich. It was a 6-goal thriller in case you missed that particular one. Bayern coming from goal down to win Leverkusen by 4 goals to a courtesy of goals coming from Kingsley Coman, Leon Goretzka in the 27th and 42nd minutes respectively. That's after we had Lucas Aralio getting Leverkusen ahead as early as the 9th minute of that particular game. A Serge Gnabry just at the stroke of halftime ensured Bayern had a healthy 3-1 lead taking into the halftime break. And of course, when play resumed, it was about Robert Lewandowski adding to his goal-scoring tally this particular season. He's now got in how many? 30 in the Bundesliga and 44 in all competitions. He scored in the 66 minutes. Florian Wirtz, the youngest goal-scorer in the Bundesliga, and of course for Leverkusen, another name right there for us to talk about. Well, a lot of people are talking about Kai Havertz right about now. Marizona, maybe in sometime in the future, we want to be talking about the young star, Florian Wirtz.
Absolutely. I mean, it looks like Leverkusen have become the new hub for these young stars to sparkle. I mean, talking about Kai Havertz, likes of Julian Brandt came from the ranks right there at the Leverkusen. And then we've seen so many young stars come from the ranks. So I think with consistency and hard work, the young man, Florian Wirtz, can just become one of the stars of Europe in the coming years. But it just boils down to how he would manage the whole media pressure and also be able to work hard. I mean, I watched the video of Kai Havertz. We were both watching that video and we see how phenomenal this young man is. And a lot of people are saying that it's just media hype. I don't think it's media hype because Kai Havertz has really shown to so much class at a very young age. He's just 20 years of age and he's scoring some really, really crazy goals and providing some key assists. So I think that Leverkusen, well, it's good for them, but it boils down to the fact that the decision of the club, the aim of these clubs, most of these clubs do not want to contend with Bayern Munich. They just want to produce stars where they would sell them off and make money.
Right. Elsewhere, RB Leipzig, of course, drew 1-1 with Vistus Paderborn. Düsseldorf in that 4-goal thriller, of course, drew 2-2 against Hoffenheim. Eintracht Frankfurt lost in front of the home fans against Vistus -5 right there. And that was a very interesting game. Got a Nigerian plays football there. Yeah, the man on loan from Liverpool.
Taiwo Awoniyi.
But meanwhile, it was goals from Musa Niakate and, of course, Pere Kunde in the 43rd and 77 minutes, respectively, are condemned the Eintracht Frankfurt to that 2-0 loss in front of their home fans. Well, there was no fan. No, not even one. So, in front of an empty stadium. Borussia Dortmund won by goal to nothing against Hertha Berlin. Very close game, but Emre Can's 58-minute strike was the difference in that particular on keeping Dortmund second on the Bundesliga standings. You have it now. So Bayern Munich, with 4 games left to play for this particular season, they need just 2 wins from the remaining 4 games to be crowned champions of the Bundesliga for an 8th straight season. Borussia Dortmund stays second, 63 points in the log, and of course 7 less than Bayern Munich. RB Leipzig stay third with 59 points, 3 better than Borussia Mönchengladbach, who've got 56. Bayer Leverkusen, following that loss against Bayern, they stay 5th now, 7 points with Borussia Mönchengladbach. So, failing to take advantage of Borussia Mönchengladbach's loss on Friday. Wolfsburg are 6th, Hoffenheim are 7th, SC Freiburg 8th, Hertha Berlin are 9th, and of course Schalke 04 completing the top 10 as far as the Bundesliga is concerned. Down the ladder, in 15th place, we've got Mainz 05 just hanging on right there. They've got 31 points from 30 games. Düsseldorf, the 16th in the log with 28 points. Werder Bremen, the 17th, they've got 25 points. And Paderborn, rock bottom, they've got 20 from 30 games. And now look like the Tories in the Bundesliga look set to return to the lower round. Well, how about we talk about top scorers? Well, I think we'll talk about the top scorers now. We're talking Robert Lewandowski, who leads that particular standing from that particular climb. We're talking 30 goals now. He's got for the season. 30 goals, 3 assists in 2,492 Bundesliga minutes played. For RB Leipzig's Timo Werner is second. He's got 25 goals and a further 8 assists. Jadon Sancho, the young star, of course, young man grabbing the headlines from Borussia Dortmund, has got 17 goals and a whopping 16 assists. So he's been involved in 33 goals in all competition, or just in the Bundesliga.
The only player in that list, Bright James, with double figures in goals and assists.
Well, he's not the only. We've got Serge Gnabry of Bayern Munich. He's got 12 goals and 10 assists in 1,968 Bundesliga games right there. Wout Weghorst of Wolfsburg, he's got 12 goals and 3 assists. Well, we didn't tell you about the man Rohan Hennings of Fortuna Düsseldorf. He's got 14 goals, no assists thus far. John Cordoba, Robin Quaison, Sebastian Anderson, Florian Nechlena, Marco Reus, Kai Havertz, Alisson Plee, Marcus Thuram, Erling Haaland, Patrick Schick, Niels Peterson, Kevin Volland, Marcel Sabitzer, Felipe Coutinho, Philip Max, Andres Silva, Rafael Guerrero, Martin Hinteregger, Thomas Muller, all completing the assist tables. We have it, and of course the top scorers charts as we have right about. But king of assists undoubtedly the Bundesliga this season. You have veteran Thomas Muller. Despite scoring just 7 goals, he's got a massive 20 assists in the Bundesliga alone this particular season. And now, let's get to talk about our man, Robert Lewandowski. At 31, shows no signs of slowing down. The goals keep pouring in. Little wonder. Bayern Munich are in no hurry to get another goal poacher. Well, you wouldn't. You shouldn't. You've got Robert Lewandowski. He's giving you the goals, delivering the goodies. He also leads in terms of Europe's top scorers. You know, the European Golden Shoe. He leads that particular category as well.
With 30 goals.
Yeah. You know, he's got some cushion, some advantage over the likes of... we're talking this man from Lazio,
Ciro Immobile.
We're talking the likes of Messi, Ronaldo, and the rest of them.
Timo Werner too.
Do you think he's gotten enough in his kitty? He's got enough goals with 4 games left to go to ensure that he scores more to give himself a cushion. At the end of the season, he could land this very talked about price.
Well, it looks possible, but really unlikely too, Bright, because the Bundesliga is just like 4 games to play. He scored 30 goals. Second place on that European Golden Shoe table is Ciro Immobile, who scored 27 goals for Lazio this season in the Serie A. And the Serie A is due to resume really soon, and they have 7 games to play. So who knows? Immobile might just outscore him in the space of 7 games. And Immobile has a goal ratio of 1.11 goals per 90 minutes of play. That's massive if you compare that to other players. So I think that he has to make these last 4 games worthwhile and score as many goals as he can. They are basically against relatively smaller teams, so I think he has to make the most of it and score as many goals as he can, because Immobile can use the 7 goals and outscore him if possible, because it's just 3 goals separating him and Immobile, who is second in that list. And also Timo Werner is also on the list, likes of Lionel Messi is also on that list. Cristiano Ronaldo, who has 21 goals so far on the log, he might just, who knows, outscore him in the space of that 7 games left to play. So it's been a roller coaster ride for him at Bayern Munich, but the European Golden Shoe is not done and dusted. If just 4 games to play in the Bundesliga, he might just, well, let's hope that he's able to score as many goals as he can in this. If he can score 4 hat tricks, right, in these last 4 games, that's 12 goals, making it 42.
4 hat tricks, you make it sound very easy.
He scored 5 goals in 9 minutes.
Well, this is not basketball or handball. You know, it's football. Well, another very interesting race now, while talking about top scorers, would be the race for the Premier League title or Premier League Golden Boot. We'd also talk about that with the little time we've got left on the show this particular afternoon. But let's quickly talk about the Premier League before the fans happen to show. Talk to us about some of the stories coming from the world of football. For Manchester United weekend, one team divided into 2. One captained by Harry Maguire, that was the home team. And of course, Bruno Fernandes is keeping the other side. And of course, we saw both sides doing fantastic stuff. Marcus Rashford seen on one end, Juan Mata, Scott McTominay on the other end. Well, it was really fabulous stuff. For Mikel Arteta's Gunners, they ran out 6-0 winners over Addicts. Edin Ketia, we told you in the morning, getting a second half hat trick, in addition to further goals from Alexander Lacazette, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and of course the man Joe Willock right there. Elsewhere, Frank Lampard took his Chelsea players to Stamford Bridge for a change from their Cobham training base, holding an in-house game. Lampard and his coaching staff officiated the match with Robin Loftus-Cheek scoring for the Blues in blue.
There was also the Blues in white.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw the likes of Kurt Zuma, the likes of Young Star, talking the man who joined from Derby, Mason Mount, also
Billy Gilmore.
Yeah, it was fabulous stuff. If you saw that particular as well, and Aston Villa now were also in action, close to a friendly against West Brom, who was second in Championship at Villa Park. Jack Grealish and Keenan Davis scored for the hosts, as they twice came from behind to draw 2-2 with the Baggies, who had the likes of Kamil Grosicki and of course Filip Krujinovic. They found the back of the forward there. Newcastle took a trip to their home, talk about St. James's Park for an inter-squad friendly, which finished 1-1. Joe Linton gave his side wearing the Magpies orange stripe the lead when Nabil Bentaleb equalized for those wearing the black and white kits with a stunning strike from outside the box right there. Earlier in the week, we saw Premier League leaders Liverpool held a series of short 11 versus 11 matches at Anfield, while Norwich and West Ham also returned to Carrow Road and London Stadium respectively for their ties. For Norwich, with 3 home games on the horizon, the lads put through some paces at Carrow Road, as we saw it right there. Mark Noble beating Pablo Fornals in an inter-squad West Ham training session. And this is just how your Premier League teams are gearing up for Project Restart. Join us on the show right about now, 090-222-31011. And of course, 027-624-8565. Just running through some of the transfer headlines. Chelsea's Werner move, a statement of intent coming from a Premier League legend. They're talking about Emil Heskey. Grealish to United depends on Villa survival. That's what the papers are saying. And Klopp says Werner, Havertz are great players, but of course Liverpool have got even greater players. We'll tell you the story. Chelsea agreeing Werner deal in principle. Chilwell, Ben Chilwell, that is Chelsea's number 1 left-back target, coming from the man Frank Lampard himself. Fortello, of course, he's talking about Liverpool and their interest in the man Timo Werner, who is now called. We know Kai Havertz is the next big thing they're looking forward to. We also told United interested in signing Donny van de Beek, and of course that's confirmed according to their legendary goalkeeper. We're talking about Edwin van der Sar. We'll tell you more club rumors. It concerns Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Spurs, Arsenal, United, Barca, Real Madrid, even Inter Milan. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where is your location? Hello. Oh, so sorry about that. Keep the calls coming in. 090-222-31011 and of course 027-624-8565. We're here, and of course we want to take those calls. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where is your location? Hello. All right, looks like we're having difficulties earlier on from the phone lines, but we'll try to fix that up so we can have those conversations kicking in as possible. You can also join us on our Facebook page, Planet 101 FM Sport page. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where is your location?
My name is Otuekong from Bayern Planet.
All right, Otuekong, good to have you join us. All right, good.
Please, how many goals Erling Haaland scored for all the competition?
Okay.
Both the new club and the old club.
That's a massive assignment, you know. Well, Maradona, last time I checked, for RB Salzburg, and of course, we're talking Borussia Dortmund now. He got about 41.
Yeah,
when I was counting.
He's around 41 goals for club and country.
Well, I stopped counting.
Yeah, he's around that figure.
Counting the goals. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where is your location?
My name is John. I'm calling from
John.
Yes, that's from
Do you mind shifting a little bit? That connection is not very clear.
I'm John. I'm calling from Abia State. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, it's a lot better now. Thank you for joining us, John.
I want to ask about Paul Pogba.
Paul Pogba is back training.
This season?
How many goals he don't score?
Yeah.
My brother, you should even be excited that he's back playing football.
I think he's asking about how many goals he scored in their inter-squad friendly yesterday. I think he provided 2 assists and scored, I think, 2 goals for the away Manchester United team.
Well, he's back in training, back playing. That should be the biggest news. Hello, good afternoon. All right, please, do you mind shifting a little bit from where you are? The connection is not very clear. All right, well, we can manage. Go ahead, talk to us.
And the best player, his name is Christian. I don't know if he's still playing football. That's what I wanted to find out. I've been wanting to ask the question for so long time now.
Okay, well, it looks like we have lots of assignment on the show this afternoon, Arizona. I don't know how long, and of course, I can keep up with this. That's still counting. We'll track Macaulay Chrysanthus. Where is these days? Whether or not he's still playing football. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where's your location? What's happening with all of the connections?
Hello?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
My name is Samuel. I'm calling from Champani.
All right, Samuel, talk to us.
Yeah, I'm a Man United fan.
All right.
Yeah. I wanted to tell everyone that all they are dragging, we are going to take them the top off and then when the season will start. That's my take. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for joining us. We thought to appreciate a great deal. Well, let's go start talking transfers now in detail. Arizona, French football specialist Jonathan Johnson, of course, says Mbappe and his contract situation at PSG is quite dicey. That if they don't sort it out this particular season or heading to next year, it could lead to the youngster leaving for Real Madrid.
Well, we've heard stories of his contract situation, his contract terms at PSG, and how complicated they are. And PSG have to, if they want him, they have to make it look like they want him to stay. So I think PSG really want him to stay, and they would have to trigger those clauses and make sure that he stays. I mean, compared with the fact that Neymar wants to leave to Barcelona as soon as possible. So the only star man they have in that team is obviously Kylian Mbappe. So they'll do everything they can to make him stay at the club. I believe that they'll definitely trigger that clause and make him stay.
Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where is your location? Hello? What's your name? Where is your location? All right. When you're ready for us, or you rejoin us on the show, we're always here. Donny van de Beek is a man in demand, high demand, I must say. Top clubs, including Manchester United, Real Madrid, and Barca, have been linked with him. But of course, now he's gathering attention. Manchester United look like the most likely destination. Coming from the man Edwin van der Sar, they're showing real intent on getting the man from Ajax. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where is your location?
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, this is Inyebon. I'm calling you from Calabar.
All right, go ahead, Inyebon.
Yes, I want to talk of this Nigerian striker, Odion Nkalo, who has made a very wrong decision not to return to Chinese Super League. I want to say that I mean, I don't see any competitive, any big game that he played. For instance, he does not play any game with the Man City and even Liverpool. I think when he will meet Liverpool or Man City, that is when people will know that Odion Nkalo is a shadow. So I want to think that he has made a very wrong decision. He should go back to China. Thank you very much.
My brother, I don't know if you know that that deal is just a loan deal.
Yes.
Which will expire
and
in January.
He'll go back to China.
Yeah, even if he wanted to return to China, he can't return to China. You know,
foreigners are banned,
are banned from returning to China
till October.
So Odion Njirigallo wasn't possible for him to return to China. So he just wants something to keep him busy. And Manchester United, a very good and viable option. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where's your location?
Hello, please. What was the scoreline in the match?
What match?
Manchester United training.
Eh?
The Manchester United training.
All right. Arizona, your brother says he wants to know the match, the United training.
Yeah, we'll check that out and then we'll tell you. Check it out.
What's happening with Macaulay Chrysanthus?
Well, we're checking that. Last time I checked, he was in Belgium playing for the second division in Belgium. We're still checking that. We'll talk about that in the course of the show.
Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where's your location?
Thank you, Bayern. Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Jerry. I'm calling from here.
Right on Saturday, sorry to go back there. Saturday I was hearing Ocherino and Don from Odon.
So why are you taking us back to Saturday?
No, I want to say something that because I couldn't join that day. I want to say something. Please just give me a minute. I want to, first of all, let me go to Don. How many striker did Arsenal win? What did they win from Arsenal? We've said we bring Oliver Giroud to Chelsea, and he wins something, not even to win something. He ended up as a goal scorer, higher goal scorer in that European trophy. So what do they do with this striker? What he was in Arsenal? Nothing. For Liverpool, now that are saying that Giovanna are doing the wrong option to come into Chelsea. I don't know why some of these fans are talking like this. What do they do with
wrap it up.
Something there. You win Champions League with Chelsea. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for joining us on the show this afternoon. Well, we're getting a clearer picture. Ander Herrera, a lot of United fans questioned, the rationale behind Ander Herrera leaving. A lot of people said it was about the money it would earn at PSG and all of that now. But he's come out, speaking about his move to PSG for the very first time. And of course, quoting the man Ander Herrera speaking, he said that move wasn't about money. United didn't show enough interest. They were dragging and delaying about the contract extension and all of that now. So he wasn't in a position to basically beg United for a contract extension.
According to him,
he thinks he had done everything.
Yeah.
He humanly possibly played, left his skin on the pitch. He showed dedication, commitment to the cause. What more could have Ander Herrera done to maybe earn him a good deal at Manchester United?
I think he did all his best at United. And according to him, he said he had to wait for the contract to be left for 6 months before United started talking about negotiations for a new deal. And then the deal where it was delayed, they were more like dragging their feet on the decision to extend his contract. And then he had the offer from PSG and had to make a move. I think United were in a little dilemma, a little conundrum, if you like, about the midfielders in that team. They had Paul Pogba in that team. Fred and McTominay were really, really impressing at that point, at that period in time. And then the likes of the Pereira was also there. So I think they were really in a dilemma on who to let go and who should let stay. And then they decided to let Ander Herrera go with the offer from PSG.
All right. Now let's return to what we started earlier. Talk about Robert Lewandowski. He's been, in the spotlight. A lot has been talked about him as well. Leading the European Golden Shoe
Race.
Of course, race. We're talking about him leading in the Bundesliga as well. 44 goals. He would win the German Bundesliga. That's almost certain now.
2 more wins to go.
2 more wins, and then they could be crowned champions for an 8th consecutive season. Bayern Munich are also in the running for the UEFA Champions League. And now, with his superlative performance for Bayern Munich this particular season in the Bundesliga and, of course, the UEFA Champions League, where he's also hit an incredible figure as well. If Bayern end up winning the UEFA Champions League plus the Bundesliga, which is already in the bag, do you think the Polish striker would stand a good chance of landing the Ballon d'Or? Do you think he would have done enough to land him the Ballon d'Or award? 090-222-31011 and of course 027-624-8565. Another conversation on the show this afternoon. Welcome, football fan. What's your name? Where's your location?
Good afternoon. My name is Bryce. I'm calling from Uyo.
All right, good to know. Go ahead.
Please, Arsenal played Charlton yesterday. I want to know the scoreline.
6-0.
6-0.
Okay, thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for joining us on the show this afternoon. We appreciate that. Well, check out the United story, and of course, let's have the scorers from there as well. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome, football fan.
Hello.
You're keeping us waiting. What's your name? Where's your location?
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
I'm calling from Calabar.
All right, welcome to Twicom.
Yes, please, I want to ask whether Lagate and Bayern still want to leave us Mirror Stadium this summer.
Well, negotiations are ongoing. There are contract offers from elsewhere, but they're still Arsenal players.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Twicom, joining us on the show this afternoon. We thought to appreciate as well. More transfers now. We understand that it's, broke a couple of minutes ago. West Ham United have confirmed that Thomas Souček has extended his loan spell at the London Stadium until the end of the 2019-2020 season. And of course, breaking as well, Bournemouth have extended Harry Wilson's loan from Liverpool until the end of the season. That's about the latest we're having from that particular climb. Talking about the Premier League. Now, we told you the story, Birmingham confirming head coach Pep Clotet. They said to leave the club at the end of the season. The statement from Birmingham says he's leaving to explore other coaching opportunities. And for Wolves, Wolverhampton Wanderers, they won't be taking up the option to sign on-loan midfielder Enzo Loidis. The Frank's Under-20 international will go back to Dijon at the end of his temporary spell after failing to make a senior appearance for Wolves. Loidis signed on loan in January and has played for the club's Under-23 side on just 2 occasions. He didn't make the desired impact. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where's your location?
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
My name is Dennis.
All right.
I'm from Oyoye. Please, I want to ask about Chelsea. How many players they signed?
Well, just one. One confirmed. One confirmed in Hakim Ziyech from Ajax, a fee of about £36.6 million. And of course, over the weekend, we had Chelsea have agreed a deal in principle to sign the man Timo Werner from RB Leipzig for a fee of about £53 million. That's about it. All right. Chelsea are chasing more. Ben Chilwell, top of their wish list. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where is your location?
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is I can make all
Right.
But I want to know the return case of Manchester United. Are there any hope for them to come back for Champions League sport or not? Or are they still in the business?
I don't get the question. Maizona, did you get the question?
I think he's asking if United still have a chance to qualify for the Champions League next season.
Who am I? Who am I? We're waiting for Project Restart.
Yeah, beside they sit 5th on the log right now, and their chances are also tied to City's cast deal, because
that's if they finish 5th on the log.
That's if they finish 5th on the log. Yes. If they finish 5th at the end of the day, and City are banned, and the Court of Arbitration for Sports of whole City's banned, then they will qualify for the Champions League as the 5th place team.
Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where is your location?
Hello, Bright.
Welcome, God Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to us.
Manchester United, let them be praying that Man City's band will go ahead to hold. If not, sorry, not their name. Then let me come on Saturday. I try to call on Saturday. No way. I'm so disappointed for me for saying that Lampard is confused man. I wonder Lampard and Zidane who is confused, because Zidane have a striker of Benzema. He's there, and they go and waste money and sell Jovic. Jovic has never scored up to 5 goals, and I know how much Real Madrid bought him. Up to today, he never scored up to 5 goals. And me said that Lampard is confused. And Lampard has been playing so many matches with one striker. That's why he's not a striker. He's just a waste of time there. Joru just started, Lampard started using him of recent. Lampard is using just one striker, which is Tammy Abraham. And now Chelsea go and reach agreement with the Leipzig for Werner. And who was in it means to say that Lampard is confused. Zidane is more confused than Lampard. Hello?
Yeah. Just go ahead.
Zidane is more confused than Lampard. Up Chelsea, down Liverpool. And what's his name? Otolino said that
God, they wrap it up for us. Wrap it up for us.
Made mistake to join Chelsea. Torres left Liverpool and come and win Champions League for Chelsea.
Thank you very much joining us on the show this afternoon. God Day from Calabar. You can rejoin the show, all right? Well, you've exceeded your time. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where's your location?
Right.
Welcome.
I'm Eric calling from Calabar.
All right, go ahead. Talk to us.
Please, let me tell God Day. He's back now. Chelsea will not go to Champions.
I am not telling anybody anything. If you know what, tell on yourself. No bother. I'm not going to tell anybody anything.
Okay. He's telling me.
God they said mine will not go to champ. How many points is it? Mine got 3 points. I will stand a chance to overtake in that top. We are not waiting for UEFA and Man City. We are going to overtake in that top 4. We are not even hoping on top. We are going to top 3 in Premier League before this season will end. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully-
I don't tire. I don't tire
hopefully.
for all this. Tell this one. I know be una messenger. You won't tell and something. They listen. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. Watching in Warriors Education.
Hello, Bright, and the guest. Good afternoon. This is Top Gunner.
Welcome, Top Gunner.
Bright, my brother, I could recollect on the 7th of June 2016, Stephen Casey, the big boys left the world. May his soul rest in peace. Captain
Amen.
Fantastic. Bright, I beg, could check this my fact. I want a UEFA Revised Champions League to be replaced by mini tournament. They will give us the verdict on the 17th of June. And the game will be played either in Leipzig, Portugal, or Frankfurt, Germany. It will be only on one leg affair. Then, my question is, what will happen to Chelsea and Man City that have played one home match respectfully? Thank you for having me, Top Gunner.
All right, thank you very much, Top Gunner. Join us on the show this afternoon. We appreciate your thoughts. A great deal. Well, we'll head to Facebook and take the comments from there, and then we're going to talk about other complexities in the world of football this afternoon. Return home here as well, where players are looking to keep fit. Yeah, we had photojournalist extraordinaire Otusoro caught up with the man Harrison Bokun. We're doing normal drill, just getting ready for when the NPFL season would resume. That's if it will resume. Oh boy, 50 comments and still counting on Facebook.
Wow.
Let's see how we'll do justice to that. On Facebook, DS Danga says, good afternoon, sports crew namers. Time in football is almost done. If he wants to win the Champions League, he'll wait till Otilino. Okay, we can't continue with the other one. Lewandowski's limelight came a little too late. At 31, how many years does he have left in him? Well, we're asking the question. Robert Lewandowski, if Bayern gets to win the UEFA Champions League this season, does he stand a chance of winning the Ballon d'Or, the best player of the year for the year 2020? Joseph Sabero says Neymar is trying to motivate PSG boys to up their game. I hope it works because the usual suspects are not really at their best. Barca, Madrid, Juventus, Bayern, and City all look prone to errors. To a large extent, I think this year's Champions League looks very open to just the most hungry, and PSG looks it. I hope the boys cooperate with Neymar or PSG up MFMFC. It's Mirage Superior says, good afternoon, crew. Congrats to Lewandowski. I don't see Neymar leaving PSG this season for my team United. If they like, let them sign. If they don't like, they should forget about all of this. Thank you for joining us. Delight Togbe says, good afternoon, sports crew. Lewandowski will surely win the European Golden Boot and also the Bundesliga. I wish him all the best for my club United. I think they'll do great when the EPL returns. Thank you after watching that intra-friendly match over the weekend. Glory United. Udememega Ebu says, good afternoon, guys. I think Lewandowski is not only a strong contender, but deserves to win the Ballon d'Or this season. He's so phenomenal. For Neymar, he's a distraction to both PSG and Barca. The sooner he settles down, the better for him, as age is catching up with him real bad. A Blues color Chelsea is the team. Desire Banga says, good afternoon, sports crew. I think Lewandowski has been very exceptional this season and has a very good shot at winning the European Golden Shoe and even the Ballon d'Or. If Bayern gets to at least the semis of the UEFA Champions League. Victor Bassi says, good afternoon, sports crew. To me, I really appreciate if Lewandowski is given the individual award, Ballon d'Or. He's been consistent for 2 straight seasons now. But the problem is the German league isn't competitive, and that might as well limit his chances of getting the award. It's just will be Messi and Ronaldo Forza Barca. Does the Bundesliga being competitive or not in any way affect his chances?
I think it doesn't. I think what really contributes the criteria happens to be around your contributions to the success of the club at that particular season. That's why you were asking if Bayern can clinch the Champions League trophy this season, and then he has been germane to Bayern's success. Then I think he'd stand a big chance of contending for the Ballon d'Or.
All right, Showboy Godwino says, good afternoon, sports crew. For me, I think Lewandowski has proven himself to be a consistent goal machine, and consistency is a vital criteria for winning the Ballon d'Or. But it might just need Bayern to win the Champions League for him to be considered among the top 3. I don't see him winning it. Ikedia Wana Zilo says, good afternoon, sports crew. I'll be a very happy man to see the reunion of MNS in Barca. I'm sure it meant Messi, Neymar, and Suarez. Lewandowski deserves Ballon d'Or this year if he wins the UEFA Champions League with Bayern Munich. Thank you for joining us. Santa Valera Jr. says, good afternoon, sports crew. Neymar returning to Barca will be a good deal for Barca. As for Lewandowski, winning the European Golden Shoe with Champions League must put him right there for the Ballon d'Or. As for Neymar, I'm not seeing him winning the Champions League with PSG. Please, will PSG still play Champions League since they have cancelled their league? Yes, they will. Definitely play, irrespective of whether or not they've cancelled their league. Kuseme Akpan says, good afternoon, sports crew. Please help me tell Neymar to stop being confused, Joe, because next season he will still remain in PSG. No two ways about it. Alexa James says, good afternoon, sports guys. I'm game for Friday. Anyway, I'm really happy for SC Paderborn and Mainz 05 over the weekend, where my Nigerians are. I don't get why Pep wants Chilwell, but I know they'll want to spice up the race for the English player. Congrats to my Chelsea ladies last week. A happy 7 years to Planet FM. Thanks, Alexa James from Uyo. All right, Alexa, this is massive. Thank you. We've gotten the interest down, and of course, we'll get back to you. Comrade Ubun Basi says, good afternoon, guys. Concerning Neymar's issue, I feel he's not serious. If he insists in winning the most coveted Champions League with PSG before he switches to Barca, you'd grow grey hairs.
Really?
Because I don't have Sage PSG winning the Champions League anytime soon. Fortunately, says, hi, sports crew. I think Neymar still has a great future in Barca if he makes that great turn to the Nou Camp. But I don't think he'll win the Champions League trophy with PSG this season. Mbedi also says, good afternoon, sports crew. I think United should not be making a good move, will not be making a good move by signing Van de Beek, because Pogba, Fernandes, McTominay, and Fred are all in the midfield. We are okay right there. Orange Eldorado series says, good afternoon, guys. Lewa can win the prestigious Ballon d'Or if he wins the Golden Shoe, but if only FIFA will be free and fair, but not handing it to one club man from Barca. We all remember what happened actually a decade ago when Wesley Sneijder, despite winning the treble with Inter and propelling an unfancied Netherlands to the 2010 World Cup final with 5 goals, was agonizingly overlooked. But that Barca dude who only won La Liga, it was even worse in the podium finish. Ballon d'Or lost its credibility since then. Vamos. Bryson and Sima, finally for now, says, good afternoon, crew. Lewandowski is the best Bundesliga striker of the season due to his great performance. I really don't know what is wrong with this Neymar Jr. He led Barca to PSG and now seeking for a possible return. Now, wow. Well, talking about the certain man that got the award in 2010, the Ballon d'Or, Lionel Messi and co. They've given Barca a huge fitness boost ahead of La Liga return. We understand the man is back in full training after concerns he would miss the La Liga reopener with a thigh injury right there. We saw in training like Ansu Fati, Luis Suarez, all smiles as well. They look good. The captain took part in the first 2 sessions, but of course was missing on Wednesday before the team enjoyed a day off on Thursday. But now he's back in training and of course looks good for the La Liga defending champions. Big story for the Barca fans as they look to consolidate on that 2-point lead against rivals Real Madrid at the top of the log right there. And all the players are back. A major boost, Luis Suarez is also back and he's been deemed fit to play against Eibar on Sunday when the La Liga resumes. So I think it will boil down to what Kike Setien will do in that particular game and how his tactics will be lined out against Eibar right there as they look to win yet another La Liga title. And Real Madrid are also chasing them. So it's a crazy race. Right, really crazy race. And for Arsenal defender Konstantinos Mavropanos, he faces Gunners exit as 5 Bundesliga clubs have registered summer interest in the Greek defender thanks to success of a Nuremberg loan right there. It's been a long-term injury absentee. Has really featured for the Arsenal team right there. And now good news for Real Madrid fans. He's in shape and we need him to fight for the title. Eden Hazard, when the sign is fully fit again of La Liga's return as Real Madrid look to chase down Barca, says goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois. Zidane could feel dream try of Eden Hazard, Karim Benzema and Marco Asensio for the first time ever as Luka Jovic is Real Madrid's only absentee for return of La Liga. So massive news, even more good news for Zinedine Zidane. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where's your location?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. What's your name? Where's your location?
Please, if anybody,
Can you move away from your radio set? Go ahead. So sorry about that connection. Not very clear. But of course, we hope that when you return, you meet a better connection right there. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where's your location?
Hello, Graham, the Sport Oracle, calling back.
30 seconds, Victor.
I want to say that Lewandowski has really tried for Bayern Munich. But now that they say that whether he will be able to win the Ballon d'Or, the time is really late because the Bayern Munich has not really trained when it comes to Champions League. So, but I believe that their legacy needs to live on. For the Liverpool fan who come to tell us that Liverpool is more better than Chelsea, I want to bet Liverpool that it has not been long when Liverpool discovered their fit. That's my take. Thank you very much.
All right. I don't know where that comparison came from. I didn't hear it. Did you hear it, Marizona?
I didn't.
So I don't know where you got that from. Thanks for joining us all the same. Tottenham Hotspurs have stopped pursuing £62 million rated Roma Nicolo Zaniolo. We told you about the youngster in the morning because he's out of their budget as Jose Mourinho prepares for a different market without the crazy numbers right there. Angelino is set to return to Manchester City when his loan deal with RB Leipzig expires as Bundesliga high flyers rule out £25 million permanent deal for the left back right there. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where's your location?
Yeah, this guy there, calendar.
Welcome back, God day.
Yeah. I keep on saying it, that Chelsea board and Lampard should leave Ben Chilwell. There are so many left back. Look at this Tagliafico for Ajax. Let them go for that one. Or this Porto guy. They go for Ben Chilwell for 85 and 80 million pounds. It's too much. Is it because it's England player? Let them go for Tagliafico. It's better. And for Manchester United, let them not go Champions League through window. Let them go through door. Let them not be praying that Man City ban should go on. Let them go through door. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You got the journalist on the show this afternoon. More transfers now. We understand Chelsea are concerned Pedro Rodriguez will not sign a short-term contract until the end of the Premier League season. Spaniard holds off putting pen to paper on new deal ahead of the summer exit. That's what the papers are saying. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? 15 seconds, Victor. 15 seconds.
Man United, this is making now many seasons. Man United has not been able to qualify for UEFA Champions League, but they will come and tell us that they are the best team in the team that makes success in England.
Thank you very much. That's a fine place to leave it, Victor. We told you the story in the morning. Man City joining Chelsea in the race for Leicester's defender Ben Chilwell with Pep Guardiola ready to swoop, but should he be available just at the right price? How good is Ben Chilwell? Some would ask Marizona.
Well, right. Have you thought of it? Maybe it's just his agents trying to create that attention, because I believe that City, although they're in need of a left back,
is he worth this kind of attention he's getting?
I think
is he that kind of player?
I think his agent is just trying to make Chelsea facilitate signing him, because City would definitely not want to sign Ben Chilwell for that amount of money.
It's like another paper talk. Hello,
yeah, paper talk.
Football fan, what's your name? Where's your location?
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome. What's your name?
From
All right, Ubong.
Now, as Bambi on Man City, other clubs they are happy. Their time will come very soon.
Sorry.
Seems like a City fan, an aggrieved City fan.
Very disheartened City fan. Well, who had, Otisoro photojournalist extraordinaire caught up with Harrison Ibokun, and of course how he's preparing ahead of the project restart right here in the MPFL. Anytime he gets to resume. Here is Harrison Ibokun.
This is Harrison Ibokun, Dakar FC central defender. Well, we are here at the Jubilee Primary School, just keeping fit, training every day, because we don't know when the decision of the LMC. So we're just keeping fit, training every day in case they might think of resuming the league back. We never can tell. But here we are, we're still keeping fit. Since the pandemic, we're just making everything easy on ourselves here. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you very much, Osu Sora, who caught up with the man Harrison Ibokun, and talking about Dakar FC now. When the news broke last week, a lot of people were excited. Finally, Suko has come their way overhead salaries have been paid in full and all of that now. But we're hearing a different story now, Marizona.
Yeah, there are stories that those salaries were not completely paid. That
The only complete salary was for the month
but
of
for May.
month of May, so
Yeah.
January till
Yeah, still
April still lingering.
lingering. Yes.
Wow. I don't know when we'll get a complete story. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your
Hello,
name? Where's your
Brian.
location? Welcome.
Brian, on Saturday I tried to call you. You don't want to answer me. What is
Okay,
wrong?
okay. I don't have your number. I don't have your personal number. I just
I
speak
don't know
calls.
what is wrong.
I just speak calls. Okay, you are here now.
Please, the names or inks, which was done Saturday. Nothing that he can do to Chelsea. Or Saturday thing, say or Sunday or Wednesday. Everything that Chelsea is doing, people go to cry and go to cry. Posterini go to cry. All of them go to cry. And people go to laugh. They go. What of Bishop?
Bishop
What
is
of
fine.
Sammy S?
Everybody,
Sammy S in Bible.
they are all
Yeah.
No, untouchable. Right, you go to bribe every morning. They go. Bishop is untouchable.
Thank
So
you very
what
much.
can they do? They can't do nothing. We go to go.
All right.
A
Thank you
Sunday
very
or
much.
Wednesday.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Oki, joining us on the show this afternoon. So, Mims, there's a message for you. There is nothing you can do about Chelsea. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. What's your name? Where is your location?
The sport oracle calling back.
Another 15 seconds, Victor. I don't know how you do
I want
it.
to say that the way the government is really managing the Dakara FC, it has nothing to write them about. This team is really young and it needs to be encouraged and motivated. That's my take. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for joining us, and of course, keeping it very short and simple. You thought to appreciate it great. We told you about Jack Grealish. Yeah, the stories that his move to Manchester United hinges on whether or not Aston Villa stays up or goes down. Of course, from the English Premier League. Hello, good afternoon, football fan. We're about to close up shop.
Hello, Bryce.
Welcome.
Well done, sir. I want to talk about people who talk about the Icaro. That guy, he made a good decision. He's a good player. So the man do that. He make a good decision. So all these Chelsea fans will talk about Icaro. Man, you go fit you anywhere. I want to tell you, say that top four, man, you go must survive that top four. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for joining us on the show this afternoon. You thought to appreciate a great deal. And now we hear from UEFA, Marizona. The Champions League and Europa League are set for dramatic finishes like never before. UEFA are plotting a World Cup-style 2-week tournament to complete the 2019-2020 campaign. Lisbon, Frankfurt, and Moscow are in the running to host the competitions, which will see one-legged quarterfinals and semi-final help decide the victories. Another big question would be what happens to the other ties like the Chelsea and Man City games.
Bayern Munich.
How the first legs played and what happens to the second legs.
Well, according to that particular report, right, they would have to wait for, I think, June 17th, where the UEFA would make a final decision on how they will go about that particular decision to play a World Cup kind of a UEFA Champions League tournament. So I think we'll just wait till June 17th to see what UEFA will decide.
Right, the same June 17th, the Premier League would actually resume. Of course, we'll see some outstanding games. Chelsea, no, not Chelsea. Sheffield United against Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
And of
City
course,
against
we'll have
Arsenal.
Manchester City are playing against Arsenal right there. One more call, and of course, we'll set a bounce. Hello. Good afternoon. Lucky last caller.
Yeah, please go there.
All right. God day. 15 seconds. We're out of time.
Hello?
We're out of time. 15 seconds. Let's go.
Yeah, what's the latest for Chelsea and this guy?
Timo Werner.
what's his name? Yes.
Yeah, a deal in principle has been agreed. That's about the latest. That's about it. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. It's Arizona. Thank you.
Happy birthday to Sifonobong Benson.
All right. And of course, every other person celebrating, have our best wishes. Return tomorrow in the morning, 7:30 to 7:55 a.m. But up next would be the news update at 4 Genoa, lurking around for that one. On the heels of that, we'll have Live Tone Groove and, of course, Big Beach Brown alongside DJ Wheels and DJ Equalizer for Planet Rush. Keep it right here to continue to revolve around you. My name is Bright James. Have fun and happy 7th anniversary to Planet FM in advance.
love it. Hook, line, and sinker. Like our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and listen live wherever you go on planet101fm.ng.
Good evening. This is News Update at 4. Federal government restates commitment to gender equity in EU-funded Global Spotlight Initiative. Meanwhile, federal government partners Israel on methanol production. President Muhammadu Buhari meets behind closed door with Chief of Army Staff Tukur Buratai at Presidential Villa Abuja. Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 appears before House of Representatives over expenses. Minister of State for Federal Capital Territory Ramatu Aliyu recommends castration as penalty for rapists. Nigerian military says it has neutralized over 1,400 Boko Haram terrorists in the northeast region. APC displays credentials of aspirants for the governorship primaries, even as court restrains the party from conducting the exercise. And National Association of Women Journalists canvasses stiffer penalty for rapists. On the foreign scene, Tanzania's President John Magufuli declares the country coronavirus-free. In sports, Lionel Messi returns to group training ahead of Barcelona's clash against Mallorca on Saturday. That's news update this hour. My name is Jane Owa.
In December 2019, the news of coronavirus outbreak in China went viral, and we were wondering what it was. Today, coronavirus, the unseen enemy, is part of us. What has characterized the attitude of Akwa Ibom people in respect to this pandemic is our carefree lifestyle during this period. There are genuine fears that relatives and friends could hide people with the virus symptoms, thereby endangering their lives and that of others. Dear people of Akwa Ibom, we are now face to face with coronavirus, and the only way to reduce the impact, amongst others, is adhering to the instructions from the state government and health officials directly